Looking for an island escape this autumn that isn't overrun by tourists? Welcome to the Azores, Portugal's hidden paradise in the Atlantic. Here's how to spend 5 perfect days on São Miguel. Looking for an island escape this autumn that isn't overrun by tourists? Most people automatically think of summer for a European island vacation, picturing sun-drenched beaches packed with people. But let me share a little secret I've learned over the years. Autumn is the true golden season in São Miguel. Specifically, September and October are the magic months. The intense heat of August gives way to pleasantly warm days, while the ocean retains enough warmth for a comfortable swim. Imagine having a world-class beach almost entirely to yourself. The weather is perfect for hiking, with cooler temperatures making those uphill treks to crater lakes feel less like a chore and more like a meditation. The summer crowds have completely thinned out, returning a palpable sense of peace to the island. You can drive the winding coastal roads without a convoy of rental cars in front of you, and find a spot at iconic viewpoints like Miradoro de Boca do Inferno without waiting your turn. For my fellow digital nomads and remote workers, this season is an absolute dream. The work-life balance here feels effortless. The internet connectivity across São Miguel is surprisingly robust, especially in the main city of Ponta Delgada, where cozy cafés and dedicated co-working spaces are plentiful. My pro tip: before you even leave the airport, grab a local SIM card or activate an eSIM plan. It's cheap, easy, and ensures you're connected from the moment you land, ready to find that perfect spot to answer a few emails before your afternoon surf. And because it's the shoulder season, the economics just make sense. With fewer tourists, accommodation prices for charming guest houses and Airbnbs become much more affordable. This doesn't just save you money, it allows you to consider a longer stay, to truly settle in and experience the island beyond a typical week-long holiday. This slower pace also means your visit has a more positive impact. Traveling in the shoulder season is a more sustainable and genuinely rewarding way to experience a destination. Your tourist dollars are spread out over the year, supporting local businesses when they need it most. You'll find that restaurant owners, tour guides, and shopkeepers aren't rushed. They have time to chat, to share stories about their families, and to give you those priceless recommendations you'd never find in a guidebook, like where to find the best bolo levado or which hidden thermal pool is their personal favorite. It's a chance to connect with a place where life moves at a more human pace. And really, in our busy world, who wouldn't want that? Your adventure begins in Ponta Delgada, the charming capital of São Miguel. After soaking in the seaside atmosphere, I wandered into the heart of the city to explore the Mercado da Graca. This bustling local market is a feast for the senses. It's here that I had my first taste of the São Miguel pineapple. I found a favorite spot called Louvre Michelense, a quirky, beautiful cafe in a former hat shop, where the Wi-Fi is strong and the coffee is excellent. Before you even leave the airport, grab a local SIM card or activate an eSIM plan. As evening approached, I took a tour of the Augusto Arruda pineapple plantation. For dinner, I found a small family-run restaurant and tried fresh grilled fish and local yams. Ponta Delgada welcomes you with open arms and delicious flavors, setting the perfect tone for the adventures ahead. On the second day, we head west from Ponta Delgada. As you drive, the roads become lined with towering walls of blue hydrangeas, especially vibrant in summer. These floral corridors create a surreal tunnel, a signature of the Azorean landscape. The best place to see the lakes for the first time is from the Vista do Rei viewpoint, or King's View. From here, the scale of the caldera is breathtaking. Right next to it is a hauntingly beautiful hidden gem, the abandoned Monte Palace Hotel. Adventurous souls explore its empty halls for a unique, unobstructed perspective of the lakes below. From this vantage point, you'll see the 2 crater lakes, one green, one blue. Local legend says they were formed from the tears of a shepherd and a princess who shared a forbidden love. When forced to part, their tears created the lakes, each matching the color of their eyes, adding a layer of romantic melancholy to the scenery. But don't just look from above. The real adventure begins when you descend into the crater. The air becomes still as you step into the heart of a dormant volcano. You can hike the crater rim, bike around the water's edge, or just soak up the view. For a truly serene experience, imagine gliding silently across the water by kayak, looking up at the towering green walls of the volcano that surround you. Quick note for nomads: Working from a guesthouse balcony with this view is an unbeatable work break. The inspiration from a glance up from your screen is something no office can replicate. Pack a lunch with local cheese and bolo levato, find a secluded spot by the lake, and truly disconnect. It's the perfect chance to work on a passion project or just reflect. It's a place that manages to be both an epic adventure and a peaceful retreat all at once. The sheer beauty of your surroundings is more inspiring than any office could ever be. Today we head to the Furnas Valley, a place where you can really feel the raw geothermal power of the island. One of the most unique experiences in Furnas is tasting the cozido das Furnas. They then lower this pot into holes dug in the hot volcanic soil near the lake. Around midday, you can watch as the restaurant staff unearth their pots. A steamy and theatrical affair. My first stop was Poca de Dona Beja, a collection of 5 open-air thermal pools. The water is a cozy 102 degrees Fahrenheit with a unique orange tint from the high iron content. For a grander experience, I then visited Terra Nostra Park, an 18th century botanical garden with a massive rust-colored thermal pool. Walking through the gardens afterward feels like stepping into another world. A day in Furnas is a journey for all the senses. Today is a day of 2 incredible encounters, one with the gentle giants of the deep blue sea. The guides are marine biologists, passionate about the ocean. You see the spout of a whale breaking the surface in the distance. On my trip, we were lucky to see a pod of sperm whales, massive bodies gliding gracefully. We also saw playful common dolphins racing alongside our boat. It's a memory that will be etched in your heart forever. After that emotional high, it's time for a scenic drive to Nordeste. Nordeste is the most remote, untamed part of São Miguel. Towering cliffs, deep ravines, and lush forests. My final destination in Nordeste was the Farol do Arnel, the oldest lighthouse in the Azores. It's a place for quiet contemplation and a chance to feel wonderfully small in a vast, beautiful world. For our final day, we're heading to one of the most stunning natural wonders on the island, Lagoa do Fogo, the Lake of Fire. It's a vast crater lake formed by a 16th century eruption, an iconic and unmissable Azorean site. This crater lake sits in a protected nature reserve, which is why its wild, untouched beauty is so breathtaking. Access to the shore is only by foot, preserving the serene atmosphere and making the experience feel like a true discovery. A steep but rewarding trail leads from the viewpoint down to the lake's edge. Wear sturdy shoes as the path can be uneven. The effort is worth it as you descend through lush native vegetation with incredible views. At the bottom, you'll find a white sand beach. Walk the shore and dip your toes in the cool, clear water. You might even find spots where geothermal vents gently warm the water, a reminder of the volcanic power sleeping just beneath the surface. After the hike, we headed north to Ribeira Grande, the surfing capital of the Azores. It's a charming town where surfers chase Atlantic swells and locals sip coffee in cafes overlooking the ocean. Praia de Santa Barbara is famous for excellent surfing on its long stretch of dark volcanic sand. Even if you're not a surfer, it's great to watch the experts carve through the waves. I found a little cafe on the beach, Tucatula Bar, where I could sit with a drink and enjoy a late lunch. It's the quintessential beach bar experience, with great food and an unbeatable view. As the sun began to set, golden light washed the black sand and a fiery orange spread across the sky, reflecting on the wet sand left by the receding tide. It was the perfect relaxed setting to soak in the last hours of my Azorean adventure, a quiet moment to reflect on an unforgettable trip. São Miguel is surprisingly affordable. A week here often costs less than a weekend in Iceland, and the scenery rivals Hawaii. Meals, €10, 15. Guest house, €30, 60 night. Book your car well in advance. Automatics are less common, and small manuals are the norm. A half-day whale watching tour will cost about €50 to €60. Visit local bakeries for breakfast and use markets for picnic supplies. Great savings and amazing flavor. All in all, a solo traveler can budget around €120 to €150 per day. That includes a car, accommodation, food, and activities. It's incredible value for such a world-class destination. The Azores won't stay a secret forever. Visit in autumn, skip the crowds, and discover Europe's Hawaii before everyone else does. Don't forget to subscribe for more hidden travel gems from Outpost Earth. What corner of the island captured your heart?